Okay, guys, these are your relationship and sex
We had so many
Fridays.
questions that I had to keep going because you submitted them on Instagram. I love that.
Thank you. Keep continuing to do so. And you can do a couple of things. Number one, you can submit questions, but you can also tell us your tales. And I would tell us about your tale. And also, if there's any way that you could let us know if you're open to us being able to ask more questions, either so we can deliver more details, or if we can come back to you and do follow up on some of the stories that we only get the tip. Because basically, we're getting a really, really short commercial, and we've got questions. We have questions. We want to know the details. Where did it happen? How long's it been going on for? How do you feel about and they got the dirty, juicy details. I want those more. I want every detail. I want to read your story like it's my fucking novel.
So we're doing a podcast
Dirty
right
novel.
now. You can submit your questions to us.
What are sex novels called again?
Erotica.
Yes.
I'm going to put up a sticker right now. I have one now. And
Because I know people have lots of stories. I mean,
do they?
I think they do. I think that they do. I mean, maybe some people don't. You know, maybe if you like married your high school sweetheart and you haven't like gone around the town.
Where are you going around the town?
But a lot of people, I think, went around the town. And I've shared a lot of stories on this podcast. And lucky for me, this podcast is public. And some of my children's friends actually listen to these. And we want to tell you guys, if you're listening, I hope that you have these stories. I hope that you experience things, and I hope you have fun. And guess what? Sex is normal. And sexual adventures are fun. And I want you guys all to
Do you think they're listening to this one?
Kind of think that they click on every Friday night, Nat Cat. Hopefully, maybe I'll tell another story about the back of a taxi. Yeah, I know you heard it. It's fine. And guess what? As long as you don't get arrested, do things. Have fun. Try it out. Because one day...
And so crazy. And I know we're going to get back to like crazy stories, but in schools in Canada or in Ontario, or maybe just one of my children's schools, they're teaching them that consent does not count. You cannot count on consent if they are not sober. So if they say yes they're not sober, it does not count. So you cannot say that you had consent if they were drinking. So, and I was like, that is a great lesson to learn.
Yes.
And we talked about why that mattered. And
because I really think that we all know that when we're drunk, and especially if you're like young and drunk and you're not like an experienced drunk, some of the words, the decisions you make and the words out of your mouth are not true to who you are and
also
what you really want.
You might not be fully coherent. So that you could say that they said yes, but it could have been that they were passed out and they were like, yeah. And then,
so basically what you have to do is you have to make, you got to be sober.
Yeah.
It's boring. You got to be sober.
Well, if you're not in a really committed relationship, and even if you are, yes, but I think that if you're drinking and you start something and then it hits you and you pass out and they keep going, which is an issue.
Oh, that's really bad if they pass out. But even if they're not passed out, even if they're just drunk.
Like, no, I just mean,
just
I think,
watch out that they can come back and say, I was drunk. I mean, it's happening all the time now.
Yeah. So I like that they're learning that, though. I think that's such a huge,
I think it's also being realistic about the fact that people are going to be drunk in your world. So I'm not going to pretend that don't get
not
drunk.
Even drunk, just sober. Like alcohol, like drugs, like the consent does not matter if you're not sober. So I thought that was very interesting to the world.
It is really important also because there are some places and communities where they say don't drink and do drugs. So if they do that, it's like you can, like, being able to admit that something happened to you. You're afraid to do it because you're too afraid to even say that you're experimenting with drugs and alcohol. So you have so many things to be afraid of that you can't even come forward. Guys, teenagers, they drink and they do drugs. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. The majority of them will. So just know, like, let's let them know whatever situation you were in, there's no judgment here. Be able to talk to me or talk to someone.
I just have to show you one thing because it's actually a Cabbage Patch doll there. You know what Apple Memories are? I don't know how people do it with nudes on their phone. I don't know how you do it with sexy photos because they just pop up.
Can you put them in a private folder?
Maybe, but I just be aware that Apple Memories come up.
I also love that.
Like it's on my homepage.
Yeah, I know. I've got some things to get rid of on there.
You know what I mean?
because I was going into Snap and I was looking, and I think you were beside me, and I was looking at my photos to upload, and there was a
Yeah.
picture of TJ without, like, he wasn't naked, but he was like
Delete it.
in his underwear. I'm like, oh my God, what if I accidentally posted that?
Yeah. Delete those things. That's an immediate deletion.
They're so cute when they're little with their underwears on. It's like, where do we put these photos?
Hmm.
You
Like,
know?
how old is he?
Like, just little kids without their clothes on are cute, and little bathing suits. Like, and then I've got all those Speedos, which is even less than underwear, and he looks so cute in his Speedo.
Yeah, you can
It's a
keep
good
those.
memory. I mean, that's shit you got to put at their wedding.
Yeah.
We should get back to that.
What?
Speedos.
Oh, you're grade 8?
So fun.
You think?
Well, I guess not in North America, but in Europe, normal.
Do you think grade 8s wear Speedos?
Yeah.
They wear shorts.
No, in Europe, a lot of them just wear Speedos. It's normal. You get a better tan. Here,
Talk to him about it. See if he'll
by
do
the
it.
way, I don't like men or boys in board shorts.
I know you don't.
There
But
are worse ones.
Sometimes their legs are too big to go too short.
There are kinds. You got to shop around. There are kinds.
So you like short shorts.
You also have, like, they come in so many different inches now.
Yeah.
Not the penis, the shorts. So,
Well, both.
Like a lot of cool bathing suit companies, you can get them in like 4 different lengths depending on your size. I love a Speedo. But I mostly don't like those board shorts that, like, board shorts okay with the right pattern, but you know those ones like my neighbor wears for shorts?
I do. What if they're really hot?
No.
That's
I
an
immediately
immediate
know. I have family members that wear bad ones. Maybe I just need to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't go out for dinner with them either. Like-
Why? Oh, not over dinner.
Don't go out for dinner in board shorts.
Never go anywhere outside the pool in board shorts. If you're going to wear board shorts, you can go to the pool. Do not show up to a restaurant and say, I didn't have any shorts or pants. Don't ever do that.
Don't ever do that.
Don't ever do that.
Don't ever do that. Okay.
Is that water in there?
No.
What is it?
BioSteel.
Oh, yum.
Okay, so she wants to regroup. How to regroup? She's an empty nester. Like, how do you do this as a relationship? How do you do this with your spouse? How do you regroup in a relationship? Just hope they don't retire at the same time.
I mean, you're asking obviously because we have experience with this.
No, but it's something you have to think about.
I know and prepare for. Well, I was just talking to someone and they were like, the mom is retired, the dad is retiring in June, and they're still very young and very healthy.
That's not gonna work out.
I'm like, what are you gonna do?
That's not gonna work out. You can't retire young. You can't.
I mean, they're 65.
That's too young.
I totally agree, especially if you're young and healthy.
That's too young.
That's so many days.
What? Unless you golf.
Well, yeah.
Do they golf?
Uh-huh.
But what do you do? You have to travel in winter.
Yeah.
You can't golf in.
You have to. You know what? This is what I think you need to prepare for, and I hope you've got a budget for it. I think you need to travel. I think you need to do things with your friends outside. Let's say he golfs. Let him golf with them. Don't always do everything together.
What else could you do?
Like, you know, I know a mom, and she's retired, and she goes on these really interesting trips with her friends and with her sisters. But she's got a lot of money.
Interesting. So. What is that, like hiking? Like through like the Mayan, like some desert with like old museums. I would rather punch my puss than go to see a ruin. I'm not doing that. My husband better know that. I should let him know.
I don't see your husband with ruins.
I'm
Don't
not
worry.
going to like look at the Egyptian old things.
But what if you get closer to like your like death, and all of a sudden you want to see the worlds?
I want to go. I want to go to the nice hotel. I don't want to go see the
You don't want
monuments.
to see actually the world. You just want to see the hotels.
That sounds so terrible.
So
I want to see like the landscape.
yeah, just with my eyes from a distance, from the beach and pool. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
all that other shit just seems like work.
When I go to like an all-inclusive vacation,
Yeah.
I am not looking for excursions. Like I do
Oh.
not want to go and
Remember when we did that shit with the helmets?
I have no interest.
So scared down there.
I have-
It was cold.
Exactly. With a whole bunch of people. You have to, it's a
Do
buggy.
you think our kids have any good memories of that when they went down into the caves?
I
We
mean,
should ask them.
I mean, it's very cool in theory, but it's slippery.
There's like algae
Ugh,
and it's cold. It wasn't
Fish?
warm.
no,
And then you got to crawl back up.
Ugh. And you're just like wet, and like you have to like get your clothes on, and then you're gonna open your thing, and you eat food, and you're like, I don't know.
Oh my gosh, right?
I don't like
it's just, like,
excursions.
and burgers, like old burgers.
And in Costa Rica, I did like the like
Who'd you go to Costa Rica with?
some guy.
And what'd you do? I've never been.
I went. Well, there was a bunch of us, and there wasn't. There was only 4 of us. And we did like the zip line and shit.
Was that fun?
No, once. I don't need to do a whole 3-hour zip line course. Once you fly down once, you fly
Was it kind
down
of fun?
once.
Yeah, no, but once.
Hurts your hooch.
Oh.
Like, because the thing is tight.
Oh, I did it. I mean, I only did it at that horseshoe thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You're top of the trees. So you see the top of a rainforest, or you see the top of, if you're in the sky, you're in the sky. Like,
and
what's
I have
different?
to tell you something really sad, but if you have those Oculus or the new Apple, you can experience it
take a
without
quick-
actually being there.
Let's take a quick break.
Can we go? I want to go on Oculus to like a
Try
strip
this
club.
Okay.
Can we go?
You've said that many. I can't go with you. I mean, we both have to. I'm not buying an Oculus so I can go to a fucking strip club
you
with you.
have one.
You have one?
I have one.
We have the same one?
Yeah. No one uses it.
Fine, I'll go.
Oh my God, this will be so fun.
We'll
You can buy
we'll
that,
go
right?
on a podcast.
You could buy that, right?
We'll go all together.
Oh my God, we should take like something.
Yeah, we've been saying that for years.
I know. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Just get it for me and I'll do it. But like not on a weekday. And
I know. I've got a lot of rules. Not on a weekend. Not on playoffs.
Yeah.
Not on.
Yeah, not when
You know
we're.
what? I'm just gonna. I'm gonna do it one day, highly illegally, and just
I don't mind if you drug me.
just
That would be
don't
so fun.
dry hump me.
You think I'm gonna get horny?
Yeah, I do. I see that for you.
I don't, but
I feel
that
like-
would be really fun.
I feel like you're in
but I
ambitions.
don't think I would go for you. I'd
Well, I'm
probably
like
go.
we're on Oculus. You're in the strip club, and then
I
feel like you would-
I feel a warm body.
I feel like you start humping.
Can you buy that in Oculus though?
I don't know. I do not spend my time in Oculus.
I know. I was just thinking you can do anything with AI, right?
For sure.
Is it a strip club I want, or is it like you and I just walk onto this? I won't
I
say a
don't know
boat.
if you can build characters. That's you have to go somewhere. I cannot. I'm not going on a vacation with you to find a guy. Can you imagine? I don't think you have conversations with them. You and I are gonna sit here and talk to strangers that are not real. And then I'm going to sit there and watch you flirt. Where do I go? Well, in my AI
You
world.
could read a book during that time,
But I can hear you.
but I'm not talking. We just vanish. And then my Oculus goes into the bottom of the boat. We're on a boat now. Did you know we were on a boat? It was a yacht.
So I'm in a helmet and a life jacket looking for pirates with my binoculars. And I've got a gun because I'm waiting.
And I'm under.
And a horn in case the pirates come. And then I start blowing my horn indiscriminately because I'm watching pirates come.
Thank you.
And
That
I'm
would be so fun for you. And then you can fight the pirates in
It's not-
yours. That would be so fun. Well,
It's-
I'm in the.
Do you know pirates are real?
I know.
You know
Of course
they're
I
real.
know that.
You know they're.
Of course I know that, but they
Real.
don't have like.
No, I know.
They don't look like Johnny.
Well, they're scary.
Oh, scarier.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be fun for you.
No,
You could have some people up there, like all the people that work on the yacht are up there with you. I'm in the undercarriage.
With the yacht doesn't move. I can see the Cayman Islands or wherever we are. I'm not leaving.
No, we're parked.
I'm not going out.
I know.
You are kind of a psycho if you like to go float in the middle of the ocean with nothing. Just go float there. Why do you like floating on a boat with no windows in a small room and small pools? What do you like about that? What are you going to look at? What is fun about floating on a boat in the middle of nowhere? Exactly.
I mean, I would do it, but I don't know why.
What's fun with all these people? Just a whole bunch of random people that you can't even get away from because your room's not that nice.
And then you stop at a place
And you all have to funnel
and you
off.
get off and you're like, I want to stay right here. I never want to get back on that boat because it's way better here on this beach.
And you need a passport.
Exactly.
You lose it.
Of course you lose your
And
passport.
then you like have to get back on like boarding call. I'm comfortable enough in my brand of person that I can say just fuck no to cruises.
I'm fine. Invite me on a cruise. I'll go. I prefer the Ritz cruise.
It would be a great experiment to have a paid partnership where they convince me of otherwise. That would be a genius marketing.
And also, if we ever do our own cruise, it'll just be like literally like 50 feet off mainland of Miami.
Unless the weather gets bad, they can go to Bahamas because it's close.
Oh
Just
yeah,
a little choo choo.
Bahamas and back.
Yeah, during the day. I don't want to cruise at nighttime.
Uh-uh.
I'm not doing that. No. And you know what? You're in such a small quarter. The room's not even sexy. Like, I'm not having sex on a cruise either.
Yeah, but you know what? I think some of the cruise boats, like the Ritz, is a really good room.
Okay, that's fine. But
why
like,
can't the Ritz just put us on there and so we can just go and like show people what this is about?
where do they go? Where do they float around?
So there's some that take off from Puerto Rico. There's all
How many people on this cruise?
not very many,
Okay.
and they're black matte,
Okay.
and it is 5-star.
Do you think everyone's like old on that though?
Ooh, good one.
You know?
Maybe there's like a 65 plus,
Yeah.
then
They should do a cruise love show. Cruising for love.
have they not done that?
I don't know.
And we're the hosts.
Oh my
But it's on the Ritz.
It's on what?
It's on the Ritz yacht
So
only.
so fancy love.
It's rich love
Rich love.
with good food, no diarrhea.
I want to see the rooms. And then, when
Mhm.
you're rocking around, do you ever feel sick?
I've only been on a cruise once. I have no idea.
And
Don't even.
out of
I
it-
don't want to remember. I don't want to remember. I don't want to remember. And what I'm talking about is literally people's favorite thing in life.
I know that's what's great.
Isn't that great that there's something
Yes,
for everyone?
Because if we all
Mm.
liked the same thing,
There wouldn't be enough for everyone.
imagine there's only one swinger in the world. You could
Mm.
never swing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Imagine there was only one person who liked,
Yeah.
like, you know how great it is that there's so many people who
I
like
know.
different things.
I
So
know it's nice.
I do like that. Don't be offended that I don't like it. Doesn't mean
No.
that you
it's not
liking it.
perfect for you.
No, I'm not saying it.
You can also
Just-
have a really good friend who loves
Oh yeah,
that
you're
thing.
never going with them on it though.
No.
Never.
No.
No. So yeah, it is fascinating to me about these cruises. Okay, I've got another question for you. Sorry, that really took a side. That's fun though. That's what's really good. We never talked about the person who's an empty nest.
Well, I think
They're
going
going
on a Ritz
cruising.
cruise.
Going on a Ritz cruise for how long?
I think 10 days. So long.
10 days.
7.
Then what do you do with the other 361 days?
Yeah, I would say get yourself a people are loving pickleball, but I've heard that there's never been so many injuries in older people because they think they can just play pickleball and now they're all getting hurt.
Like
So-
how? What's happening?
Because they think it's so easy, right? Because you don't really need to have it's like tennis, you kind of like have to know how to play, like all these racket sports, but pickleball is for everyone, which is really nice. It's really
It's
inclusive.
a racket sport.
Yeah, but it's really easy.
How?
We've played it. Aren't those the thing you have outside?
Yeah, but it's not easy.
Oh, it's easy. You could do it. And you could get better easily. And a lot of people are doing it's great for social people to like meet people. It's a great
Should we
place.
try a pickleball league?
My friends are in one.
And they like it.
Yeah, I have a bit of a shoulder issue. We'd have to fix that before we got started.
We could try pickleball.
Okay. But I don't want to do it with other people. It's just a you and me sport.
No, we're going to a league. But I prefer senior citizens so we can beat them.
Yes, that's exactly what I would like
You know
to
what I
do. And we can make them laugh and we can bring strippers. And
Well, now we're pushing it.
Ladies
Now
only.
we're
Ladies only. Retirement league. Strippers are the instructors.
Do you know what I thought? I was thinking recently is, you
Not me, just you.
no, you.
Oh, no.
No, not you, just you.
You.
From zero. So right now, as we get older, your ability to hold your bowels is less and less,
Mhm.
right? Like you can.
You mean me or you?
You.
Oh, me.
Yes.
Okay. But just so you know, if there's ever a me, there's lots of me.
Oh, of course. No,
right.
I'm saying.
I'm
so
not
I was thinking
unique.
when you're older,
Mhm.
are you gonna? Does your sphincter get less? Like, are you gonna shit your pants faster? Like, is this gonna be a forever
Well,
problem?
I think that's why they wear diapers.
What?
Yeah.
Nah. No.
You think it's just for pee?
I think you don't.
I think they poo too. If I'm pooing in a diaper, Catherine,
I think
I'd like to jump off a very tall something.
like Taylor Swift. You do you think that gets like? Does that happen fast? I was thinking, is this a forever thing that we're gonna be when we're 80 at pickleball looking for a toilet, or do you just?
That'd be
Eat
so
less.
funny. I feel like I don't feel like as I get older, I'd be able to like.
I've never known an older person to shit their pants. Like, yes, their diaper, but not their pants. Like, I can't see. I've never had a grandma.
Sorry, have you known any person to shit their pants other than me?
Well, shirt.
Who?
Lots of people shirt all the time.
You personally know that?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Like, people shirt all the time.
Okay, well then old people shirt. But you're talking about something a little more intense.
Yeah, I am talking about something. I mean,
So
I don't think you tell me when you shirt all the time.
I don't shirt actually. I don't shirt. I don't. If I'm gonna shit my pants, I shit my pants. It's not like, ooh, I trusted a fart and it came out a little liquid. It is
I'm
a
just
shit.
trying to
No, it's-
imagine, like, your husband and I, like, trying to navigate us when we're all older and you're going to shit your pants. Like, how fast can we move? You better start stretching so you can start better doing sprints so you can run to the toilet.
I might be more reasonable.
I know.
And I might just eat.
Or,
like,
not so much. You might go the other way because you're
hard
like,
to
fuck
tell.
it.
Hard to tell. Hard to tell. But I think that if I really wanted to, if I ate like oatmeal and like,
In what world have you started to eat oatmeal?
maybe because I'm too old to move quickly, so I don't want to shit my pants. So I weigh out the things. The only place I'll ever eat like fried food and like food that not just
Because,
fried, but
I feel...
dairy and stuff. I'd have to be close to home.
I know that when you get older, if you cough, you fart. Like, they can't hold it.
That's funny.
So you might just, if you get a cold, you're shitting. Or you can fart without shitting.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no, I don't have. I have never really had. I have never really had a mistake. I know that happens to people, not me.
So you might get more reasonable. That's what we're hoping for.
Seems really boring.
Yeah, I was just curious about that when I was thinking like running on a crew, like we're running, playing pickleball.
I think they probably shit their pants a lot. Yeah,
you do, and it's just fine. It's like, oh, not shit your pants. You just carry an extra pair of pants.
I feel like I can't be a grandma called Nat. I'm gonna have to have another name.
You are Newt.
Okay, perfect.
Hey Newt, you shit your pants? You okay over there?
I'm like, yep, I'll clean it later. Another tequila.
Exactly. You know what? We can't smell anything when you get older either. So you're sort of like, she just shit her pants.
It's disgusting.
Okay, so someone texted you back in DMs. I'm just going through the...
Oh, my stripper?
Sure did.
Can't wait. You know we're preparing for tour when Newt's in the inboxes of a bunch of strippers. Was my budget too low?
I didn't look.
Okay,
I didn't open it. That's a you thing, not a me thing. Okay, BF scheduled. So many questions. If you want to know how often you should do hanky panky, go listen to our last podcast last week or 2 weeks ago, because that really is what people are so curious about, and it really is up to you, up to nobody else. And hanky panky, I do think that hanky panky should have its own category. It should just be like, there should be a sex calendar where it is not always sex.
You want to do the other things?
No, I'm just saying, I mean, if I could dry hump, I would dry hump. I'd be okay with
I'm
that.
sure he'd be fine with that if you did that.
Sure, he would not be fine with dry humping.
It's better than nothing.
But then it's leading to something.
Of course.
I think
he's like, we're not 14. And we're like,
I think what I'm hearing over and over and over again in our DMs is that people feel like they have lost the relationship of it being fun, and then it's just sex. So it's like, you want to have fun. You want the fun, because for women, and I'm assuming moms, the fun was going out to the bar. The fun was the pre. That's a fake number.
Strippers got friends.
The fun was the pre.
Yeah.
The fun was the bill. It wasn't actually the thing. It was the pre to the thing. So I feel like if people could grasp, because all of you are like, how many times a week should you do it? I would throw back to your spouse, how many times did we have fun this week? So if you're like, how many times we don't have sex anymore, how many times do we have fun? Because I feel like if we could flip it to being something more than just this one act and making it something about,
then our whole sex life could be more fulfilling, because more things would fill the bucket. I understand.
And not just penetration, because that's what I think that counts to men, that one thing. But so our bucket is like, well, we did that, so now that's fuller, rather than the whole relationship being more fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because I bet most of you who ask how many times a week should I be doing it or a month, I bet if I said to you, how many times did you have fun this week or last week or this month? I don't know what the answer would be.
With your partner.
Yeah. I why that correlation isn't there kind of blows my mind, because how would you think that the relationship would be like, they're kind of hand in hand. The fun, I don't even just mean fun, like whatever that thing is that makes you feel like this person is more than just someone who takes the garbage out.
Who's running this business of the household with me.
Yeah. And that
He's my boyfriend.
And kind of,
Yeah.
because when you're in a relationship in high school, it's about seeing them in the hallway, and it's about like holding their hand when you go to they're so giddy just to be near each other. And that's not realistic. I'm not saying that, but I do think this whole
somehow you have to replicate some of those small things that make it so exciting.
Or just fun.
Speaking of, side note, my daughter was showing me all these pictures, and I think you know this, but this has nothing to do with sex. But your daughter and my daughter used to hold hands all the time.
I know.
Even when they're sitting on their parents' laps, they were holding hands. Like, that's so interesting. They would just reach for each other's hands.
I know.
So fucking cute.
It's so cute. There's a comfort there. It's like a baseball glove.
So cute.
I know, they're really lucky. I don't think they know how lucky they are, because they're very different, but they're really lucky.
I think they
know.
think they actually do know. Because mine was really reminiscing yesterday and showing me a lot of pictures.
That's weird.
Yeah.
She must have known.
She knew.
I mean, mine must have known.
Yeah. And because she was posting, and when did you take all these pictures of the two of you? And she said, this morning before school, she went and got those books that you used to make us.
I should make some more. I'll make one if we go on a trip, okay?
That would be, they just love them so much.
I used to take our family photos and make Nat a Christmas
family
book.
Books.
Family, where's your
It
family?
was like, she made one for me. It was like, the Telford Thompsons, but mostly Taylor and Olivia.
So cute. And Max and Tucker.
And it's their favorite things to look at, those books, you know?
Oh, obviously, that's why vlogs are so like reminiscent for families. Oh,
that door needs oil.
I know. You know what we're gonna work on? They're called tradwives, and it's the biggest trend, and they're robots. I think their life might be easier because they have such defined roles. You know what a tradwife is?
They're not real robots.
No.
Because I would buy one of those for my husband.
No, it's traditional wives who just literally take care. They're very young, and they all...
The roles are so easily defined. It's kind of great for everyone.
And they don't really want to think. I don't know if it's great for everyone.
It's great for everyone if that's what you both want.
Yeah. Although
But also, how long do you want that for? And then if you go change that and you don't want to be that anymore, then you've all got to redefine, which is fine. You can redefine relationships at any time. But sometimes one wants to change it and the other one's like, I liked it the way it was.
Oh my God, 100%.
And usually it'll be the man who wants the trad wife.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're like, my man is the decision maker. And I just look at it and I'm like this. I just think they're so lost that it's easier than to think about everything and have to do it. You know what the only thing is that the roles are so defined that a lot of women we talk to right now do everything. So they do it all, but they don't get the benefits of the traditional wife because they are doing the traditional wife and the modern wife. So they do both. So they're kind of get screwed either way. Where the traditional wife is just getting with the traditional wife. She doesn't work. She just like makes potato chips and sourdough and like.
She makes her own potato chips, eh?
Yeah, because she doesn't want the one video is like, I don't want my husband to have the preservative. So she cuts it and fry it. Like it's so slow. The life is so slow. Because you don't have to think.
So this means that because it's online, that potentially our children will be like, oh, this isn't what it looks like in my house, but this is a life, and that they might like it.
Yes.
They better get the fuck out of Toronto.
They make it look perfectionist. Like it looks simple, easy, fun. It's not, but they make it look at that way.
And the other thing that's hard about that really is if you set yourself into a particular role and you change as a human, which you're absolutely entitled to do, it can get complicated.
It's not lasting. It's not lasting. They're very young. I have not seen, I mean, there are ones that are probably not online though. But if you're on TikTok posting your trad life, you're probably looking to get famous.
And because I'm also thinking trad Trad wife husband doesn't necessarily want trad wife sharing everything. That's not a role a trad wife should be doing.
Well, and trad wife is probably making money off the trad wife, and then when trad wife gets
her
so
money,
much money,
trad wife's out.
trad
Because
wife
trad
isn't supposed-
husband is like, while you're filming all this, there's probably some laundry that needs ironing.
Oh, does he even know where the laundry is? If he gets his food and he's got his
Well, he's telling her, you're spending all this time online?
yeah.
My shirts don't have creases. And
I like that.
and we agreed to this, and my shirt should have creases. And you know, some people really like their bed sheets ironed.
That's dumb. Don't do that.
Apparently, it feels amazing.
And what about if they we can't go downtown. We have an interview at 12:30. And what about, and I was just thinking their sex life must just be just simple. Simple. Just you whenever you want it. Okay. I'm available all the time. I please my man. Traditional wife, look it up. I'll actually show you a photo of what it looks like. Okay, y'all, have a great day. We will see you whenever we see you.